Lahat ng drama, tawanan, balita at all-time favorite music hits. Sa lungkot at ligaya, kami pa rin ang inyong kasama. We're the place where you truly belong. Mula sa TVH Group of Networks, ito ang inyong himpilan. Ito ang inyong tahanan. Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
You are listening to Cool FM, live from Cool Studios. This is Cool News at 6.
Good evening, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. This is Cool News at 6. My name is Cairo, and here are the top headlines for this evening. The Manila Regional Trial Court on Monday ordered the arrest of 29 policemen involved in the bungling of prostitution of arrested personalities implicated in the 6.7 billion pesos of shabu drug trade. In an order dated January 14, 2025, all 29 accused must post 200,000 pesos each for their temporary liberty. The arrest order was only for the bungling of the prostitution committed by the law enforcers. The court has yet to issue a separate arrest warrant for the case of planting evidence, which is a non-bailable offense. The same 29 policemen are also charged with planting evidence. One of the accused, Police Master Sergeant Rodolfo Mayo, is already under police custody. Aside from improving its services, Manila Electric Co. or Meralco has committed to bring its power rates down, especially for the marginalized sector. Meralco gave this promise up to Senate Minority Leader Aquino Coco Pimentel the third question on Tuesday the higher power costs and charges to residential consumers. According to Meralco, the average electricity rate for residential consumers is 11.74 pesos per kilowatt hour, higher than the 10.5 pesos per kilowatt hour for commercial clients. And this is because it is supposedly more expensive to serve the residential consumers, according to the giant power distributor, as explained by Senator Joel Villanueva on the Senate floor. Villanueva is the sponsor of a bill that seeks to grant Meralco a fresh 25-year authority to operate. Pimentel asked, but isn't it logical that the effort should be to make the residential rate lower than the commercial rate? Because for commercial, they can charge it to business expenses and they exist to make a profit while the residential exists for the family, he explained. Villanueva pointed out that even the Energy Regulatory Commission understands the intricacies of how to serve residential and commercial consumers. ERC is also aware that the cost of serving the residential consumers would be higher, he also said. Meralco nevertheless said it exerts efforts to reduce the dollar rate for lifeline consumers. What they are doing right now, as I am being told by our resource person, is that they are into a lifeline for marginalized customers, meaning there are efforts to really bring the cost down for residential customers, Villanueva said. So they are into it. And with this franchise that they are applying, they are aware that they also need to improve their services, including lowering the cost for the customers, he added. Villanueva also clarified that although Meralco still has until June 2028 to operate, its current franchise allows its renewal within the 5-year window before its expiration. Its franchise renewal is supported by many business and industry groups, including the Federation of Philippine Industries, the American Chamber of Commerce of the Philippines Incorporated, the British Chamber of Commerce of the Philippines, and the Japanese Chamber of Commerce and Industry of the Philippines Incorporated. FBI and the JCCIPI in the statement on Tuesday believe that renewing Meralco's franchise will increase business confidence in the manufacturing sector, which in turn can positively impact the economy. We see no reason to disrupt the continued operation of Meralco, and not renewing its franchise is not only extremely counterproductive but also a big disservice to Filipinos. FBI Chairman Jesus Lim Aranza said, as quoted in the statement. JCCIPI Vice President and Executive Director Nombuo Fuji for sports said the franchise renewal is crucial for sustaining the positive trajectory of economic growth and development in the country. AmCham and PCCP meanwhile highlighted the role the distribution utility plays in the Philippine energy industry. The renewal of Morocco's franchise is critical to maintaining the energy stability necessary for the continued growth and competitiveness of the industries we represent, AmCham Executive Director Eb Hinchliffe noted. The British Premier strongly recommends its franchise renewal, emphasizing Morocco's pivotal role in the local energy sector, PCCP Executive Director Christopher James Nelson said. President Ferdinand Bongbong R. Marcos Jr. has signed into law an act promoting the development of the natural gas industry in the country. Marcos signed Republic Act 12120 on January 9, but it was publicized in the official Gazette on Tuesday. The newly signed law aims to promote natural gas as an indispensable contributor to energy security by establishing the Philippine downstream natural gas industry. The law casts the Department of Energy as the lead agency and is therefore authorized to evaluate, approve, and issue permits necessary for the shipping, construction, operation, and maintenance, expansion, modification, rehabilitation, decommissioning, and abandonment of any PDNGI facility or activity. RA 12120 also promotes investments in the country's natural gas industry by allowing the entry of investors through a system of competition, transparency, and fair trade, all to attain affordable energy for consumers. Before Marcos signed RA 12120, the measure was passed by the Senate on November 11, 2024, and adopted by the House of Representatives on November 13, which is 2 days later. It will take effect 15 days after its publication in the official Gazette, with the DOE expected to promulgate its implementing rules and regulations within 6 months. The Department of Trade and Industry has suspended the sale, manufacture, and distribution of 11 vape brands for failing to comply with packaging requirements mandated by law. According to the DTI, a preliminary order was issued to the vape brands manufacturers and importers, suspending them from manufacturing, importing, distributing, selling, and promoting all of the vaporized nicotine and non-nicotine products. The preliminary order is valid and effective until a decision on the formal charge is rendered or becomes final, the DTI said in a statement on Wednesday. The following are the suspended vape brands, manufacturers, and importers, which are the following according to the DTI: Boss Nevox Bar, Pasico, Juliette, Kings Evo, Boss Mary, Pastry Vapors, Skyrocket Elite, Smog, Steep and Deep Bar, Fiscal City, and Weekend. These brands and companies violated Section 4D of Republic Act No. 11900, more commonly known as the Vape Law, which mandates fiscal marking and proper packaging for vape products manufactured or imported in the Philippines. The DTI reminded vape manufacturers and importers to comply with packaging regulations, including graphical warnings and fiscal markings. It added that violators are subject to the following penalties under RA 11900, which are the following offenses: for the first offense, which is 2 million pesos fine and 2 years of imprisonment. Second offense is 4 million pesos fine and 4 years of imprisonment, and third offense is 5 million pesos fine and 6 years of imprisonment and revocation of business permits and license. It is now 6:10 p.m. as we will continue with more headlines right here on koolNews at 6. Stay along with us. We will be right back.
This Cool News edition was brought to you by Musicultura Heritage Foundation Center, a museum of all fan-made multimedia and Philippine history. Visit us today at Greenbelt, Makati City from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Musicultura, a non-profit joint venture project of Able Media and TVH Group of Networks Incorporated. Katips Hot Dog, amoy na amoy ang sarap, kids can tell. And B. Mulumi Power Race, ang patuka ng masa. You're listening to Cool FM.
Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Nationwide pa!
Casino Ethyl Alcohol. Sa proteksyon ng pamilya, di kailangang mahal. Casino Ethyl Alcohol kills up to 99.9% of germs based on representative germs tested with good scent sa presyong sulit. Trusted na, save pa sa bulsa. Yes to good vibes. Yes to good scent. Ethyl Alcohol is the generic name of Casino Regular. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Viva Pet Senyor! Ready na ba mo para sa Sinulog Celebration? Adto sa Metro Department Store Sinulog Sale. Hinaan ito tanan. Gikan inira 17 hangtod sa 19 hangtod sa 50% ang deskwento on selected items. Mga Sinulog t-shirt, headgears, accessories, tribal costumes, comfortable walking shoes, and sandal for parade and procession. At pilan nato og air conditioners and electric fans for hot weather. Umbrellas and hats for a rain or shine na suroy-suroy. Mamalit sa dag mga home items, home decors, apparel, LED TV o Bluetooth speakers karon na libre atong balay. Mag-andam para sa atong Sinulog Fiesta at ito mamalit sa Metro Department Store Sinulog Sale. Chikan ni Miro 17 hangtod sa 19 birani. For DTI Fair Trade Permit Number R7CEB 1098 Series of 2024.
Happy, happy, happy Pista. Today's fruit salad ang bida. Bibida. Bibida. Ang today's ngayong pista. Meron ng papaya, pinya, cherries at nata. Fresh at number 1 pa. Today's fruit salad ang bida. Today's blessing they share. Today's they share on today.
Welcome to Name That Bug That Bygone Can Kill. Our contestant, Miss Judy Ann Santos.
Hello!
Name as many as you can. Go!
Lamok.
Correct.
Ipis.
Correct.
Yung lumilipad na langaw.
Correct.
Yung maraming palasin.
Correct.
Yung nangangain ng kahoy na
Correct.
Bygone Shield Protector Multi-Insect Killer kills 11 types of bugs to ease your worries when it comes to unwanted insects. Bygone, zero tolerance against insects.
Madalas nangangasim ang tiyan? Maaring acid yan. Pag may acid, Suprasid. Tandaan ang United Home Suprasid.
Unilab yan.
Sodium bicarbonate is the generic name of United Home Suprasid. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Cool FM.
Newsflash! Ang inisyatibang pagtatayo ng mga economic zones sa bansa isinusulong ni Luis Manong Chavit Singson. Inilahad ni Manong Chavit na ang eco zones ang sagot para magkaroon ng mas maraming trabaho. Dagdag pa niya, kailangan nating ilapit ang trabaho sa mga mamamayan para hindi na nila kailangan pang umalis ng bansa. Sinang-ayunan ito ni Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Juan Ponce Enrile na nagsabing ang 427 economic zones sa bansa ang magbibigay ng economic stability lalo na sa panahon ng krisis. Bilang patunay, ibinahagi ni Manong Chavit ang kanyang karanasan sa pagtatayo ng K-Beauty Industrial Complex at Mangsang District 1 Development Project sa South Korea. Sabi niya, kung nagawa ko na ito sa Korea, magagawa rin natin ito sa Pilipinas. Iginiit din ni Manong Chavit na ang mga eco zones ay hindi lamang oportunidad na maparami ang trabaho. Ito ang magiging lifeline ng ating bansa. Daan din ito upang masigurong maging self-reliant ang Pilipinas at magiging handa sa anumang problemang darating sa hinaharapan. Newsflash!
Pangarap ay umangat pero minsan ay sangat. Sa barangay nagtutulungan at may taglay na kabayanihan. Kabayani kita sa Ginebra. Ikaw ang inspirasyon. Kahit di madali, katuwang sa bawat sandali. Kabayani kita sa One Ginebra Nation. Sa top
responsibly.
Han, kape ni mo oh.
Hala, o saan ni nakape?
Mauna ni karon ang akong ginakape. Mark Cafe, 10-in-1 plus 1. Walay asukar nga gibutang. Mao nang dili makadiabetes.
Lami siya.
Mark Cafe, 10-in-1 plus 1. Unog herbal, maunang natural. Mark Cafe, natatanan.
Mark Cafe 10-in-1 plus 1 with brown rice extract. Ang kape nga adunay benepisyo nindot sa kalawasan. Mark Cafe 10-in-1 plus 1 with brown rice extract na. Available sa Shopee, Lazada, and TikTok at Jmar Marketing Online Shop. Another quality product of Jmar Herbs Incorporated, your partner towards a healthy life.
Mark Cafe.
Mark Cafe 10-in-1 plus 1 with brown rice extract.
Tight game! Shoots! And it's... Nabitin? Magtusiran Forte with Total Cough Relief Formula. Laban sa dry non-stop ubo, kati sa lalamunan due to post-nasal drip at sakit sa kakaubo. Tusiran Forte! Unilab yan.
Dextromethorphan, HBr plus phenylpropanolamine HCl plus paracetamol is the generic name of Tusiran Forte. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Petron Gasul Petron Gasul, kasaligan sa kusina, sakto sa timbang. Tungod sa True Blue Flame, grabe yun kasulit. Gold quality standard, dilig yun ka maipit. Petron Gasul, maugoy kasaligan. Daghang sunod, pero di yun matukngan. Petron Gasul, Petron Gasolista, Petron Gasul, Petron Gasolista, Petron Gasul, Petron Gasolista, Petron Gasul.
Welcome back to koolNews at 6. Let's continue with our headlines. The palace on Wednesday tagged Vice President Sara Duterte's declaration that she is seriously considering running in the 2028 elections too premature, but respected her right to do so. Executive Secretary Lucas Crisostomi made the pronouncement at the Department of Budget and Management's head office in Manila during the media launch of the Open Government Partnership and the Asia and the Pacific Regional Meeting. Crisostomi said in a chance interview with reporters, "Welcome, but I think it's too premature, but it's her privilege to run." Duterte reportedly declared that she was seriously considering running in the 2028 elections when she met with overseas Filipino workers groups in Japan over the weekend based on an exclusive interview posted by SMNI in social media. Duterte also did not explicitly say what position she is planning to run for. Meanwhile, the office of the Vice President neither confirmed nor denied the statement ever being made. It did, however, confirm that Duterte was in Japan for a private trip. It was purely socials. These were the words used by Senate President Francis Escudero to describe the dinner hosted for senators and the responses by the first couple on Monday evening. In the text message to reporters, Escudero said it was just a chillax dinner and nothing else. It was purely socials. I'm not the one that invited nor sent invites, but as far as I know, all senators were invited without exception, as said Escudero. Senate Minority Leader Aquino Coco Pimentel aired the same remarks as Escudero, further detailing that the dinner was scheduled months ahead. It is not predetermined or influenced by any other event, said Pimentel, dispelling assumptions that there was a hidden agenda for the dinner because it was supposedly held in time for the impeachment complaints filed against Vice President Sara Duterte. For his part, Senator J.V. Ejercito told reporters also on Wednesday that the dinner lasted for about 2 hours. President Ferdinand Bongbong R. Marcos Jr. and his wife, First Lady Lisa Arianda Marcos, met and had dinner with several senators and their spouses on Monday. The First Lady herself shared a photo of the dinner through Facebook on Tuesday. Only Senators Risa Hontiveros, Ronald De La Rosa, Bongo, and the President's sister, Amy Marcos, were not present. Senator Marcos says that she was not aware of the dinner and did not receive an invitation. And the suspect behind the killing of 27-year-old Marvil Facturan Kokjansik is already under the custody of the authorities, according to the Department of Foreign Affairs, adding that the Philippine government remains in constant communication with the victim's mother. In a statement on Wednesday, the DFA condemned the tragic incident and extended its heartfelt condolences to the victim's family in the Philippines. Marvil Facturan Kokjansik was reportedly killed by her husband, Mijao Kokjansik, during a holiday in the resort town of Galet, Slovenia on December 29. In the same statement, DFA identified Marvel's husband, Mijao, as the prime suspect, noting that the two had a fight before the incident. The Philippine Embassy in Vienna, which covers Slovenia, is working on repatriation of remains using DFA funds, said the DFA. Not only is it working for the repatriation of remains, but the Philippine government emphasized that it is also working towards the attainment of justice for our kabayan. The suspect is now under the custody of the authorities, and the embassy is in communication with the mother of the victim, said the DFA. Citing Ambassador Yuli Arroyo Bernas in Vienna, the agency noted that the Slovenian government was very cooperative and that the Philippine Honorary Consul in Bratislava has been crucial in getting information regarding the matter. As we head over to the international headlines now, as impeached South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol was arrested on Wednesday over his failed martial law bid after hundreds of anti-graft investigators and police raided his residence to end a week's standoff. Yoon, who faces charges of insurrection over his short-lived effort to impose martial law last month, is the first sitting president in the nation's history to be arrested. Young, a former prosecutor who led the Conservative People Power Party to election victory in 2022, could face the death penalty or life in jail if he is found guilty of insurrection. He has sought to evade arrest for weeks by remaining in his residential compound, protected by members of the Presidential Security Service who had remained loyal to him. Yoon's guard had installed barbed wire and buried sedates at the residence, turning it into what the opposition called a fortress. A first attempt on Jury 3 failed after a 10 hours long standoff between the guards and anti-graft investigators working with police. Yoon fought shortly after that to fight to the end. But before dawn on Wednesday, hundreds of police officers and investigators from the Corruption Investigation Office again surrounded the residence, scaling perimeter walls and hiking up back trails to reach the main building. After another few hours of a standoff, authorities announced Yoon had been arrested and the impeached leader released a pre-recorded video message. Yoon said in a message, adding that he did not accept the legality of the investigation of the investigation, but was complying to prevent any unfortunate bloodshed. I decided to respond to the Corruption Investigation Office. Yoon left his residence in a convoy and was taken to the offices of the Corruption Investigation Office. EFP reporters earlier witnessed group ruffles at the gate of the residence, where Young's die-hard supporters have been camped out to protect him, as authorities first moved on the compound. Lawmakers from the People Power Party also rushed to the area in an apparent bid to defend him, AFP reporters saw. His reporters were heard chanting illegal war while waving glow sticks and South Korean and American flags. Some laid on the ground outside the residential compound's main gate. Police and CIO officers began forcefully removing them from their entrance to the residence, while around 30 lawmakers from Young's ruling People Power Party also blocked investigators, Young News TV reported. Due to the intense situation, police decided not to carry firearms but only to wear bulletproof vests for the new time Wednesday in case they were met by armed guards, local media reported. After traveling to Tokyo for meetings, Yoshiki Kojima's IT company employees crashed out in a capsule hotel as the tourism boom makes regular rooms too pricey for business trips. A weekend is attracting more visitors than ever to Japan, with national tourism figures for 2024 released Wednesday expected to top 2019's record of nearly 32 million. But that is also raising prices for Kojima's staff and other Japanese business travelers. Capsule hotels, a Japanese institution, offer colostropic bed-sized pods, often double-stacked in rows. They have a shabby reputation, Kojima said, so he found a more comfortable establishment that boasts high-end mattresses and a TV in each capsule. It's clean, convenient, and has a traditional shared bathhouse. My employees say it's fun, he told AFP. A night in the standard capsules there starts at 5,000 yen or $30, but its rates are rising according to Kojima. It is still cheaper than a basic private room at the business hotel, which in the Japanese capital costs 20,048 yen or $130 on average in November. That's up from the pre-pandemic peak of 12,926 yen, which is $80 at today's rate in April 2019, shows research by Tokyo Hotel Kai, a group of around 200 hotels. Kojima said, I'm happy there are so many visitors to Japan, but I'm agonizing every day about finding a flexible way to run the business. Who needs to bring around 20 to 30 employees to the capital for company-wide meetings? As we are running out of time to cover one more, as we will now move on to showbiz. Jisoo of Blackpink is set for her solo return with a new album to be released on February 14, 2 years after her solo debut. According to her agency, Blissol Entertainment, on Tuesday, Jisoo will release her second solo album on February 14 or Valentine's Day. This marks her second solo project since her debut single, Flower, released in March 2023. More information about including the album title will be announced later. The upcoming album will be Jisoo's first under her independent label, Blissol, which she founded after parting ways with YG Entertainment. Jisoo's solo debut single, Flower, landed at number 28 on the UK official singles chart, number 1 on iTunes in 57 countries, and number 6 on Spotify's global charts, while it narrowly missed entering the Billboard Hot 100, reaching number 4 on the bubbling under Hot 100 charts. Fans are eager to see if her upcoming release will secure a spot on the Hot 100. Jisoo is also expanding her acting career. She will star next a Kupang Plays original series, Utopia, set to premiere on February 7. Ladies and gentlemen, as we have 2 minutes before 6:30 p.m. and that brings us to the end of koolNews at 6. As always, if you have any questions or feedback that you want to share, you can send us through our email to news@gmail.com. Coming up next on Close is Ask This Topic. I am Cairo. We will return with more news segments related to Cool's Time and 10:30 p.m. Good evening.